Hey guys, it's Hannah. I am here for another book talk, and today we are going to talk about The Evolution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This is volume 2 in the series, so the first one is called The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, and you guys really need to pick up this book. I think I say this in every video, but you don't understand. You don't until you read it. And the first book is just mind-blowing. The second book continues it all the way through. Story time here. So what happened is me and my roommate got back at like 7 o'clock one night, and this is in the middle of the week. So I was like, all right, can do some homework, do some stuff. I did a little bit of homework. She was super tired. She went to bed like 9 o'clock, so she was asleep. We turned off the lights. I had my desk lamp on, and I was like, I finished some homework. I feel pretty good, but I wasn't tired, so I was like, I might as well start another book. Yeah, this was next on my TBR list. Picked it up. I was like, I should read a few chapters, start that. Finished it. I picked it up at 9 o'clock. I finished it at 4:20. That is what happened, because once I started reading it, you can't stop. It was so intense, and Michelle Hodkin just took you on a ride. There's 527 pages, and I read it all in one night. If that doesn't convince you to go and get the first one, I don't know what will, so you should go watch another video if you don't want to listen. But especially if you haven't read it, go get it. Go get it. Okay? Hello, people who have read this wonderful book. How freaked out were you during this book? This series has actually opened my eyes to one of my biggest fears, which I didn't even realize until I started reading it. Because my biggest fear is there's one fear that I have, and it's irrational, and there's a reason for it, but I don't tell people what my fear is because they use it against me, and it's pretty easy to use against me. So I'm not going to say it on here. But that's really my one fear. I'm not really afraid of that many things, which I should be, just because I'm not as careful as I should be. Like climbing trees. I went and climbed a tree at like midnight the other night. Like, I should probably be more careful. It doesn't register. But another fear that is added to that list is what Mara Dyer has to go through. It's hallucinations and forgetting where you are. Wouldn't that just freak you out? If you zoned out, but if you zoned out for 5 hours, I can't fathom what would happen. I would be so freaked out, because that's 5 hours of your life that you don't know what happened. Sleeping is one thing, you know that you're sleeping, but like just standing there for I would freak out. I don't even know. So we start out with her in the asylum. It's not an asylum, but like the mental hospital. They don't believe her. I thought that Daniel at least was going to believe her, and that he was going to be on her side, like he was in the first book, because he's such a good brother. And I know that he's still a good brother in this book, but I just wish that... I know it's hard, and it'd be hard to believe them since his hands were found. They're like, his hands are found. He has hands. But I wish that he would have at least like taken her with a shadow of a doubt and just, I believe you, you're my sister, I love you, etc., etc. Then we have Noah. And Noah believes her right off the bat. Oh my goodness. So in the first book, I like Noah. Noah's awesome. I still wasn't sure about his character. I'm like, of course he's gorgeous, and just how they portrayed him, like he was the player at first, of course, so he went around, he kind of had all the rumors about him, and then he got serious about Mara pretty darn quick. I didn't trust him as much. I knew that he had said stuff and he had done stuff for her. He wouldn't kiss her because she was afraid, and he's like, I need you to be comfortable. I think it was really sweet. I was still like, I don't want to put all my trust in you, because in the next book, if something happens, you're gonna break my heart. And you're gonna break Mara's heart, and you're gonna break everybody's heart. And I didn't want that to happen. But I fell hard. This is... Noah Shaw is amazing. Oh my gosh. He just needs to be real. Can please? I will... Please. Yeah. Okay, he's British. He is smart. He can heal you. He is gorgeous. He's British. And thank you, Michelle Hodkin, for not being self-sacrificial. I know that that is a great literary device that people use in order to make the plot go more intense and have the characters deepen themselves, like, oh, I love her so much that I have to let her go. But thank you, Noah, for not letting Mara go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so back to the mental hospital. I'm glad that she didn't have to stay there, and she was gaining her strength from Noah, and that her parents actually realized that Noah was making her better. They were able to stay in, he was able to stay in the house, and they were able to like sleep with each other. Not sleep with each other, but just like, you know, fall asleep together, like in each other's arms. And that was adorable. But I didn't like the horizons. When she went there, I was like, why is she going there? You guys, she's doing better. You just need to be there for her and support her. I know that she's freaking out and that Jude is still out there, but she shouldn't have to go to Horizons. But then Jamie was there, so it was okay, and we got to see him again, and he's hilarious, so I approve. And that was good comedic relief. But I hate Phoebe. She's so creepy. I don't know. Because when Jamie was explaining it, Stella was just about normal, almost normal. But we never got what she did. So it was a little bit of foreshadowing into what, into them having powers, which was super awesome. I'm so glad that Noah and Mara weren't alone. But what the hell, Jude? Oh my gosh. So that was good foreshadowing of what would happen towards the end. But I didn't completely think about it. I was like, oh, something's wrong with them. We'll figure it out. And Phoebe, of course, I knew when she said, she was like, I'll tell my boyfriend, I'll do this. I didn't put it in there. I didn't write it. I was like, it's Jude! It's Jude! I had an inkling that he wasn't doing it alone, because how could he know everything that would freak Mara out? I know that he was her boyfriend for like 2 months, but you can't just be that smart. He was playing Moriarty, and he's not that smart. So I had an inkling that he wasn't doing it alone, and of course we find that out. But he was so meticulous about it. The shadow outside, when she had to step outside the door, and I was just like, I'm not afraid of you, step in the cat blood. When I do her, oh my god, that freaked me out. I thought it was just, at first I was like, oh, just the cat's dead. But then when she woke up in the morning and the blood on the mirror, she said, for Claire. Ugh, why, how did you get in there? And then, of course, Daniel's house key was missing, and I'm just like, well, that's Jude. And then using Phoebe against her, and using the doll against her. I wasn't sure what to make of it when Mara went out and got the doll. Noah is so smooth and suave to be able to just have her just like make sure that she's okay and watch her and even know that she was sleepwalking. I don't know. I would freaked out in that if my friend was sleepwalking. Why are you grabbing the doll? I don't know what's happening. But it was cool that they were able to burn it. I want to know what is on that piece of paper. That'll happen. Maybe it'll come up in one of our dreams, one of our flashbacks. Because the flashbacks, I don't know if it's that like genetic stuff, like the theories and genetics that is making her have these flashbacks in her dreams, or if she's actually like a reincarnation, maybe? Because her grandmother died 3 days after she was born. Theory. So if she's a reincarnation of her grandmother, like her grandmother couldn't stay alive with her powers, if they have the same powers, if that's it, or maybe just like one person in the family can, because that would mean that Joseph is safe and he doesn't have a power, which would be, it'd be another plot twist, but I want him to stay safe, him and the rest of the family. Unless it was her being immortal, because they were talking about her grandmother not aging, like in the picture, how they were the same age. Her grandmother and then Noah's mom. I really wanted her to wear the pendant though. It would have been cute, but then it's also just like their ancestry being passed down to them, and that's why they have it. I wonder if anybody else has those. Like what if it's just something that happened way, way back, once these powers started manipulating themselves into the humans, and like the humans got powers if they like came together and then created those pendants so that people would know if another person does. Like if they meet 50 years later, kids or something, and they would have had to explain to them that they're the powers. Maybe that's what the papers are for. If it was like written and it explains what the power is and like what they're supposed to do with them. Oh my gosh. So you'd be like, oh, that person has a pendant. Hello? I know what you are. Oh my gosh. That would be so cool. And then they don't have to be alone in the world. Then they could have known that each other was, or like had powers when they went to Horizons. Instead of freaking Dr. Kells. Dr. Kells needs to die. This is not okay. What? Dr. Kells can't just play cool and like talk to her mom and be everywhere and then leave them with Jude. She's not a doctor if she just leaves them on the island to be killed. And they, like, so many of the kids got killed and it wasn't necessary. And it's not okay. You're not a doctor. You're a psychopath. You need to be in the mental hospital. Don't keep these kids here. Can Mara just kill her? I want to know what that serum was that was in Mara that made her keep on saying yes, because her brain was saying no, but then she would just have to say yes, and of course that's against her will, so made me think of the truth serum thing with Candor, and I was like, I'm like getting all riled up here. so many emotions within like the short amount of time that I read it. And Noah can't be dead. He can't. That's not, you can't have an next book without Noah. He is what keeps us grounded. He is what keeps the book from being a spiraling pit of depression, in Mara's point of view. We need Noah to be, it's like yin and yang. Just like she is the destruction and the death, but I mean she's good too, and then she just has to figure it out. And then he is the healing side and the peace, and he keeps everything calm, and as long as they're together, it will be okay. So I don't believe that he's dead. He's not deceased. Okay. Well, I think I'm done ranting now. If you guys have any comments, if I missed anything that you wanted to talk about, comment in the comment section below. Subscribe if you like these videos. There will be more coming up. I should have a book haul coming up soon. I expect a package in today or tomorrow. And I will see you guys next time I make a video. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!